A deposition is the opposite of a performance. A deposition is a room with a court reporter and opposing counsel and a legally binding obligation to answer questions truthfully under penalty of perjury. There is no script. There is no prepared statement. There is no walking away when the questions get uncomfortable. There is only the question and the obligation to answer it. And the questions that Wolf's legal team would bring into that room are not going to be the soft questions of a press conference. They are going to be the questions of lawyers who have spent months reviewing FBI documents, Epstein files, Getty Images archives, court records, financial documents, and whatever Wolf recorded in his multiple interviews with Epstein himself. They are going to know what Epstein said. They are going to know what the documents show. They are going to know where the timeline has gaps and inconsistencies. And they are going to ask Melania Trump about every single one of them, one at a time in a room she cannot leave, with a court reporter recording every word. The friends and associates dimension of this is equally significant and equally devastating, because Melania Trump does not exist in a legal vacuum. She has a circle. She has people who were present at events she was present at, people who know what she knew and when she knew it, people who were in rooms with her and with Epstein and with the broader social network that surrounded both of them in New York and Palm Beach in the 1990s and early 2000s. Wolf's subpoena power extends to all of them, and the critical thing about subpoenaing witnesses in a civil discovery proceeding is that those witnesses do not have the same options that a defendant has. They cannot simply refuse to answer on the grounds that the answers might be embarrassing. They cannot plead ignorance about things they were personally present for. They are there under oath, and they are there to answer the questions that are put to them. The circle of people who know things about Melania Trump's history with Epstein is not large, but it is not empty either. And Wolf's legal team is going to work through it methodically, one deposition at a time, and then Wolf said something that reframes this entire story in a way that most commentators have not fully processed yet. He said it seems Melania is setting up a defense, and the defense reads, "Do not blame Epstein on me, blame it on you-know-who." Think about the implications of that reading for a moment, because if Wolf is correct about the strategic logic of Melania's press conference, then what she was doing on April 9th was not simply defending her own reputation. She was constructing a legal and narrative architecture designed to separate her story from her husband's story. She was drawing a line between Melania's Epstein and Donald's Epstein. She was telling the world that whatever connections exist between the Trump world and Jeffrey Epstein, she is not the responsible party. Someone else is. You know who. The man she has been married to for 20 years, the man sitting in the Oval Office, the man whose social relationship with Epstein is documented in photographs, in flight logs, in party guest lists, in a birthday letter that Trump reportedly sent Epstein. Melania stood at the White House podium, and in the careful language of a woman who has spent decades saying exactly what she intends to say and nothing more, she pointed a finger, not at Epstein, at her husband. And Wolf